very good evening to you, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are joining us from. My name is Ambassador Benjamin Oswansa, and it's a wonderful Sunday evening again, where we bring you the Power Impact Series, proudly brought to you by the African Season Speakers Network, which we are influencing our generation, which you are part. Hey, were you here last week? Oh, good, good, good. It was a wonderful time sharing about fathers. And today, after talking about fathers last week, this evening we're going to have a wonderful time here. It's going to be something else for you. Joining me in the studio is a wonderful lady that you want to love listening to over and over again. Hey, let me just look so well because today we're looking something about branding. How do you understand branding in business aspects? She's here to do that with us. So, ladies and gentlemen, help me welcome onto the platform the lady by name, Jannice Tagoe. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome her into our studios.
Hi.
Hello, welcome, Madam Jannice. How are you doing?
Thank you. I'm well. What about you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Amazing.
It's lovely to have you right here today. Yeah. How has your day been?
Not bad. Had a long time at church. Yeah, got back not too long ago, but has to just freshen up and then get ready for you. So,
So yeah, viewers, she had to
yes, yeah.
freshen up and get ready for you to hear the nuggets that she's going to share with us. Right. So Janice Tagoe, it's a
Yeah.
brand consultant. She's also a digital marketer. And again, serial entrepreneur. Hey, so where are all my entrepreneurs? Come on board here and let's get ready to listen to her. Right. So Janice.
Hi.
Yeah. I like the branding high. I like the branding high. Right. So one may ask, what do you do? What is the work of a brand or a brand consultant? What is the work of a brand consultant?
Okay. So first off, um, my name is Janice, as all of you know. Yeah, and amazingly, I have an engineering background, but I
Okay.
fell in love with marketing as time went on. Yeah. And as the global ecosystem demanded, I had to apply some sort of digital knowledge to it. So we call it digital marketing now, just a few technicalities. And then for some time, I was doing advertisement marketing for entrepreneurs. But I realized there was one thing they kept getting wrong. Because at the end of the day, if I keep advertising your product, keep marketing you and your services, and then people come to you and they realize, no, the service is still trash, or the feedback we are getting is still not worth it, I'm like, okay, then I'm still not doing a good job. Because I'm doing my part by giving you clients and customers, but what you're offering them is not the best. And I'm like, no, then I have to pause with advertisements and then teach them how to brand their business for themselves. Like, yeah. So that's how it all started with the brand development, be it business or a personal brand. And then, yeah, I do digital marketing on the side. That's still with the advertisement, SEOs, content strategies, all of that. Then I have my own events and protocol service company. Yeah, just to mention a few.
I like it. So a little bit about digital marketing. How is digital marketing like?
Uh, Not bad because I think most people set up businesses, sometimes not like LLC or just enterprise ventures, and then they're like, how do I go about it? Like, I really want to move, but I don't know what to do. Traditional, yeah, we are tired of moving from one customer to another, one shop to another, but I mean digitally, what can we do? And that is what I've been doing, positioning them, because they forget that there are many ways of pushing the brand. You have your website, you have articles, you have blogs, you have influencer marketing, you have content strategies, you have brand strategies, like all of that. they forget and they think it's all about creating an Instagram account and posting your business on there. It hasn't been bad. I have a few good retainer clients who are doing so well. I mean, I'm proud of myself. I'm doing a good work.
Yeah, she's doing a good work there. Yeah, so it's not just about creating an Instagram page and posting there.
No,
but that's how people see. Some people see digital marketing to be because they have an Instagram page and then they are posting their products. Is that not part of digital marketing?
so I would say it is a part. It's a part of it because at the end of the day, that is a platform you're going to use. But it's like you bringing your product on the markets.
Okay.
I don't know if you know our Accra Central Market.
Yeah.
So you have a product, you get to Accra Central Market. That's the crowd, that's the mass. What do? Okay. You don't just sit down and expect clients or customers to come to you. So I mean, like Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, all those platforms are there for you to move or sell your product or advertise your services, but it doesn't guarantee that you're going to make a good deal out of your business. There's few other technicalities to it.
Yeah. Right. There are some technicalities. Today we're going to learn about those technicalities. So hey, all of us here, hey, gather here. All of you that you have an Instagram page, hey, gather here because we're going to learn about the technicalities about it. And then the last but not the least, serial entrepreneur. Yeah. That one. That is what I want to know about. The serial entrepreneur. A little bit about that.
So to the serial entrepreneurship, trust me, I'm not a lazy person, all right, and I don't think I can ever depend on like one stream of income. You need a lot, like 3 or 4, and it doesn't mean you should have professional knowledge in all of them. Having a basic skill in it is fine. Having basic knowledge, so I mean, if your employee is doing something that's not going the right way, you can tell, I mean, that's not how it's supposed to be done. Like that's the reason why you need basic skill to it. But to setting up few businesses, it doesn't take a lot. So I started with ushering. I'll leave the other experiences because I was testing the market. I've been a makeup artist before. I've sold smoothies before, like a snack bar.
Okay.
What else? Like I was once a commercial model. Okay. And all of those things. But to what I settled with, my very last, I love to serve people. So the last time I ushered at an event, it was for Vivo Energy. And looking at the way things went, I was speaking to one of my colleagues and I'm like, no, if this is ushering or this is protocol services, then everybody can just do it. Everybody can just wake up and do it. But it was not done the right way. And I don't think I would leave this place and then sit for someone to come and usher again. I am going to set up my own ushering company and show them a difference. Wow. That was where everything started from. So I left there, I set up my own protocol service company. I mean, I've done so well. I don't have lots on my plate because for me, it is not quantity, it's a quality game. Right. I don't have a lot on my plate, but I mean, the few I have is worth talking about. Doing protocol services for Google, for Stanchart, for Absa, for Bailey's, few reputable brands and then personalities. I'm like, okay, that is what I'm talking about. And those people can vouch for me any day, anytime. Right. And then when I decided to register it, I got into event planning as well. I have a few skilled personnels on there who do so well with it. So we are doing great there. Then I ran a clothing business as well.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I run a clothing business as well. And I'm into property management, but I just heard it. I have people working for me. So just a few things around there. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't mention everything. I just tell you what you need to hear. Yes.
Yeah. There's just a few of it that she wants to give to us. So she's branding a few of it for us. Right? So a quick one. Doesn't it kind of doesn't it conflict? Don't they cross paths? I mean, these numbers that you've actually given us, don't they kind of cross each other, or they are separate entities? And how do you manage? How do you manage all these?
And
These
and and that is where the struggle comes in.
right, right,
Because at the end of the day, you have to juggle between all of these businesses.
okay,
But I always say, if you're focused, amidst all
right, right. All right, so right, we're going to just do a quick one. What we're going to do now is we're going to take our first commercial break, and
no
when we
problem,
are back,
no problem.
you're going to feel it. You're going to understand what branding in business is all about. She's just giving us a little bit about what she's doing. And I was just calculating them, and she said I should just hold on because she's just going to tell me what I need to know. So, ladies and gentlemen, just stick around, don't go anywhere. We'll be back shortly.
Need a spark to kickstart your innovation? Looking for thoughts and talks to get things moving? Wondering how to navigate a future full of change and uncertainty? With the eye-opening stories of digital disruption, extreme customer centricity, organizational innovation, and global shift, our collective of speakers, MCs, and moderators will shift your perspective. Meet our speakers. For booking and interviews, contact us on 0246 054092 or send us a mail info.accessnet@gmail.com. You can also follow us on all social media channels at AccessNet Global, African Seasoned Speakers Network, influencing the next generation of Africans.
Right, welcome back to the Power Impact series. And then we are here with the brand strategist or brand consultant, Jannice Tagoe. And she's shared a little bit about herself in the initial few minutes of the program. So now we are back talking about what is on our plate today. Right, it's been said that a brand for a company is like a reputation for a person. How do you brand yourself? How do you brand your organization? Or how do you brand your business that you are running? So, Mother Janice, what is branding in respect to business?
In respect to business. Okay, so before that, I'll take it on a personal scale, then from there I bring it to business.
Right,
So for me, branding is about you, your values, and how you express them. All right. So if it's about a personal brand, it's about you being the product, your
right,
values, and how you're going to express them. So if it's about a business as well, then it's your company, whatever product you're selling, whatever service you're offering, and how you want to spread that across. Okay. And then I love the way you started because that has been my definition for branding for a very long time: results and reputation.
wow,
Results and reputation. Because at the end of the day, a customer's feeling about a product, service, or a company, that is results. That
okay,
is what they get to say after whatever they got from you. Reputation. Now, what do they think about what they got from you?
okay,
Let me cite an example. If it's a product, think yesterday I had a session on branding, but it was personal.
okay,
Yeah, and today it's on business. And I cited an example that I feel is going to work here. So you run a business, all right? First
right,
off, I come to you via any platform, whether in person or digitally, and you're rude,
okay,
not understanding.
mhm,
Now, even getting the products to me is a problem. The products come and it's below standard, way below what I expected, and
right,
you can't even apologize or make up for it. The end. That's the definition. Because yes, the person gets the product and it's a no from them. That's the first and last time they are buying. They are also going to spread it across and tell people that no, don't get that product. It's not worth it. It's not even worth your money.
right,
In there, you are done. They don't get to think about anything of you again. And then that's branding sport. People think branding is about a logo. or the product you're
Oh
selling.
yes. We all think the same.
Mm.
When you're starting a company, that's what they are looking at. What I mean, we need to get a nice logo. We need to
Yes,
get a
yes,
catchy
yes.
message, mission
I'm not
statement.
going to.
Yeah.
I'm not going to mention names, but there's this woman who wanted to, strategize and then position herself well on the market, and she wasted so much time. For about 3 months, we were still designing a logo for her.
But
About
the
30
services and
logos.
products were ready.
Product is even a personal brand. She is the business. It's herself.
Okay.
And we spent 3 months designing about 30 logos, and she still couldn't pick one.
Oh.
And now I had to calm down and now explain to her, and I was like, Madam, the brand you want to build is not even about a logo.
Okay.
It's about you. So whatever you want us to do, let's start with it. And she didn't understand. It really took a long while. As it stands, she's one client I'll always use as an example. She doesn't get it. I always tell people a logo is a symbol attached to the brand to make it identifiable anywhere, anytime. So I see yellow and I know it's MTN. I see yellow, I see just a blue line here and there. Even if my eyes are closed, I know it's MTN.
Right.
You don't have to tell me. You get it. There are secondary factors. A logo, a specific color, a specific style, how you do the stuff. It's a logo. But the whole concept about branding is the impacts, the influence, what you create in the minds of the customers. Well, the impression they have about you. That is branding to me. That is branding to me.
Wow. The the impression
Yeah.
people have about you. That is simply, I mean, is it that's attached to, or that's your logo, or that's your whole
Your
brand?
logo, the color, the style. People think, oh, if I have to dress this particular way, I always wear a cap and slant it this way. When they see me, they know, yeah, that's me. No, that's not branding. If you style it that way, and if you wear a tuxedo and they are not providing knowledge and impact to them, they still don't value you. If they
Okay.
don't value you, then there's no brand.
Wow. If they don't value you, then there's
There's
no brand.
no.
Wow. So how does this fit in here, or how does this work in here? Um, I mean, the first appearance or the impression you're making, doesn't it feed into your branding? Say you've done all the beautiful things, you've designed all the logos, you've created all your mission statements and everything, and I mean, service you are providing. Don't these things cover up the services you are providing?
Okay, so yes, should I say, I don't want to say beautification purposes, but I mean, yeah, it just adds up to it. It makes it like a whole. For
Okay.
me, that's like just um should I say just the 30%?
All
Yeah,
right.
it
Yeah.
adds up to make it a whole. But you can even testify to this. You can tell me this. You see someone, the person comes off so beautifully. You see a product, packaging is on point. Like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. This is great. I don't know where this is from. Then you open and then you're disappointed. Like, yeah. So at the end of the day, you can get all those things right, but if the services you're providing or the product still doesn't place value on it, then still there is no brand. At the end of the day, no matter how you convince or get people to still patronize, one day you have a competitor who will kick you off, who will
Right.
show you that difference and let you actually know what branding is and just kick you
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
Right. So how do you go about branding?
Okay. So so let's start. All right.
Yeah.
So for me, I think I normally use about 6 to 7 points. Okay.
Okay.
So the first off is figure out what you want to do.
Okay.
Just figure out what you want to do. What is it that you want to do? What is it that you want to sell? What kind of knowledge do you want to share? What company do you want to build? What is it that you want to do? Because Benjamin, by the way, you bear my daddy's name.
Okay. So that's my daughter there.
Yes, you met my daddy's food. Like, yeah, that was just by the way. Figure out what you want to do, because Benjamin, if you don't know what you want to do, even if you don't know who you are, trust me, you'd always feel inferior. You wouldn't know where you stand. You wouldn't even know the story to tell us all the time. Because I mean, you don't even know what you do. Today you're going to be selling tomato. Tomorrow you are selling mobile phones. Tomorrow you are teaching. Today you are teaching about love life. Tomorrow you are doing graphic designing. You don't know what you want to do, but I feel you want to do something. So take time, research, get to know yourself. Sometimes one thing I tell people, fine, you have a passion for business. This is not personal branding where you have to go back to people you've actually helped before to see their remarks about you. But if this is about products or services, it's about products, you need to do research.
Okay.
What is it that I want to sell? Is it really going to sell? Is it already out here? If it's here, what can I do to make it different? Then you come into finances. Are you able to fund it? All those things involved for you. And then if you want to teach something as well, then you have to do self-assessment. What am I good with? What do people tend to say about me a lot? Like, Janice, thank you so much. The other time, what you told me on this was great. I did it, I used it, I applied it, and it was great. You realize there's a pattern, there's a chain, it runs through. People appreciate you for that particular thing. Then you realize, oh, I think I do this thing best. Maybe you get to find their 1, 2, or 3. I do this thing best. I think I can go with that. The person who is going to sell a product to has done all feasibility studies, done all the research, and they know what they can start with. All right, you want to start, let's say maybe a water business, a water company, but trust me, how much is your capital? Let's be realistic. And it's not so easy going out there to get sponsorships. Not so easy. Talk less of a partner. To sometimes you even have to start it. They need to know the future of what you are doing before they come in. So if you don't do all these studies, it won't move. Then secondly, find out what you want to be noted for by the people. Like, fine, you've identified all the products you think you can start with, like you are good with. I can, but I keep telling people that I can never own a grocery store. Even if I own it, I will not enter because I love sweets. Sorry to share that here. I can never own a grocery store. No, because anytime I get in there, I'll pick chocolate. Tomorrow I'm picking a juice. Tomorrow I'm picking this. Tomorrow I'm picking that. But you need self-discipline to run a business.
Right.
So you, at the end of the day, after looking at the business side, you need to check yourself as well if you can balance. If you want to share knowledge as well, what do I want to be noted for? Okay, I've done well. I think teaching this, I do so well. I have experience in, relationships, and people tend to get so much when I teach them that, and it's working for them. Oh, fine. I think when I teach people health and fitness, I can even use myself as a story experience to teach them. I can do that. Okay, right. This is what I want to do. So now you found the things you're good at, they're on your plate. Now you've picked out of those things what you want for yourself. Then you find your target. Who do I want to reach out to? Is it YouTube you want to do? Then you need funds. You need YouTube funds. You need, need a whole team following you. Yeah. If it's business I will have to do, then I have to do stuff that will attract customers. I have to do stuff that will attract clients. If you want to teach, you need mentees. If you want to coach, you definitely need students. What is it that you want to do? You need a fan base. So you need to find your target one way or the other. Then I mentioned researching earlier, but I'd pick it here in the fourth line that you don't necessarily have to do a research, but you have to find people who are ahead of you in the game. When I mentioned this part, most of my clients think of competition, and I say it's not bad. It's not like you're going to copy them. You're not going to copy their style, But trust me, people have been in the game way longer before you came.
Right.
There's nothing new under the sun. What you're thinking of. Can you imagine a name I wanted to use when I started my digital agency?
Right.
Just within my neighborhood, I saw it as a name of how do you call that? A cold store.
They
And I'm
were
like,
just teasing you.
I was so disappointed in myself because this is a name that I took time to put together. It wasn't my name, like combination of my names either, but I took time to put it together. I'm like internet, satellite, digital, global. I put a whole word together only to see it on a cold store, like Netlight cold store fishes. I'm like, oh my days. I can't be. And then I changed. It's right here. That was the first complimentary card I did. I played it on everything. When I saw it out there, I'm like, okay, we have to start all over again. So before you think about something, somebody has already thought about it. You don't know where they find it. So yeah, it's fine to find out. Okay, I want to get into how do you call this communication tech data business. MTN is already there. Fine. I don't want to say nobody can come and compete with MTN or anything, but you have MTN, you have Vodafone, you have Airtel, and all of that. You need to go and study. It's a pattern, trend. Look at how they did their stuff. If it demands for you to penetrate and get to people and talk to them and all of that, you need to do it. Find people who are 2 steps beneath you. Find people who are 2 steps ahead of you, because those below you, you get to look at what they are doing and like, okay, I did that when I was coming, like here I was on track, or I'm on track. Okay, the person missed that, or person is doing something I didn't do. That means I even missed the step, I didn't do it right, because definitely that person knows something you don't know or didn't know by then. Then look at the people ahead of you, which you have to learn so much from. So you don't just wake up, get into a business and like, since you have the funds to start it, boom, you just get a team together. You come here, my manager, this accountant, this, let's see now, this is what you want to do. Let's move. They will buy, whether they like it or not, they will buy.
Right.
You understand where I'm coming from? Yes. Then the next thing, you prepare a pitch. And when I say an elevator pitch,
Before you get to preparing the pitch, there's a lovely comment in the section here that I just want you to listen to. Yeah, Dr. T, thank you for joining us all the way from Texas. He says that my previous business name was on a wheelbarrow at Kaneshi. so, Madam Janice, your own is even okay. It was on a coaster, but his was on a wheelbarrow at Kaneshi. Wow.
Seriously. Oh, no. It's really sad.
Let's continue. That's Dr. T.
It is really sad. So now you prepare an elevator pitch, all right? If you're selling a product, that is where you have to do all your, put all your data together, prepare a brief, prepare a proposal, and all of that. Because when somebody asks you, what do you want to do? What do you want to get to? So you don't have to now start explaining. I wanted to sell water, but I realized this is wrong, and I started this. But when I spoke to them, it didn't go well. No serious business man or person is going to stand and listen to you say all of that. Documentations, get them right, put them together on paper. If you want to pitch to someone, if you want to, even as a partner, or even people you want to hire, they want to hear what you do first. You have documents ready, you just share it with them. This is it. They'll be like, oh, right, this person is very serious, like all together for a simple business. And it could be clothing, if kids or even adults selling, even if it's gadgets, whatever. You have put everything together. Person sees you mean business. There's data, you've seen the future, 2 to 3 years, returns on investment, everything is on point. And that you tell me you mean business. Then if you're going to share knowledge as well, elevator pitch, I ask you, Benjamin, who are you? What do you do? Just like you asked me. Then I start fumbling from my dreams, my passion, I wanted to do it, and then somebody stole it, and now I've been thinking about it. Within 30 to 60 seconds, you should be able to explain yourself to somebody. And for me, that's my elevator pitch. You just tell me what you are doing, how you are doing it, and what people should expect, or what, what should they should expect to get at the end of the day, what you're going to offer them. And that's it. You've explained yourself.
Right.
And if you realize after here, and my audience, I mean, like all of you, you can go and take a good look at people that you feel their branding is on point, whether about the business they do or themselves. Like, if I mean themselves, I mean those who are doing speaking and coaching, they are offering services, not products. Get to those people, look at their profiles, and you get to realize three things in there. They state what they are doing, they state how they are doing it, and they tell you what you get at the end of the day. And that's elevator pitch. You get it. Then to the next thing, you have to network. You really have to network. I was speaking to a lecturer yesterday, and she was like, Jannice, you have actually moved me to get my social media game like up there. I was like, Mommy, you have to network, because I don't know the type of business you want to do or what you want to get into. Your audience, your customers, your fans, your clients, they are not in your house. They're not in your house. Yeah. Because if they were to be in your house, you run that thing in the house. You wouldn't have to even let us know. You get the money right there. But they are not in your house. They are out there. They are at programs. They are at conferences. They are summits. They are programs. You need to move out. Talk to people. And that's the sacrifice you have to make. People think branding is easy. People think branding is cheap. No, it's not. If it's a product you're selling, sometimes you have to carry some in your car boot. Sometimes you have to carry some in your bag and show it to people when you step out. You need to, sometimes even give it out for free, and those things will eat into your accounts and cost. But I mean, like, that's the starter pack for branding. Like, yeah, you need to move out and network. You go to places. Sometimes I remember buying tickets for very expensive programs because I want to go and meet people I can talk to them about my services. Like, even if just a minute or two, even if you can't get to express yourself, at the end of the day, you get to gain their card or something or a contact. Then later you take it from there if you're smart enough to follow up. People need to network. I don't know what it is with just sitting down and God will do it. The God who gave me the knowledge and the funds to start the business will bring me the customers and clients. It's not possible. Even if your food is very sweet, the one whose food is not very tasty, excuse me to say, and has set up in a very beautiful space, will get all the customers. And then yours, which is very nice, is still sitting in one improper infrastructure, still waiting on God to draw right clients to you. Then we move on.
Before we move in, so just the example you gave about someone may say that the food is not tasty, but the environment, the ambience and stuff, does that add up to branding? Is that part of branding?
It is a part of branding, because one thing I want your audience to know today is that branding is not about who is doing better. It's about who is being different.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's about who is being different, because trust me, there's one particular thing that we can think about. Maybe somebody who is so strict with their money will say nah, but there's one particular thing that I don't even know why I keep buying this thing. It's so beautiful, it's so nice. Like, that's it. And that surface work catches your attention, and you don't even get to think deeper as to the quality of the item.
Right.
You get it. So at the end of the day, it's about income and impact. But we are not going to. You don't have to. You don't have to follow your passion so much that no. The way I want to do this food, no, I really don't care. I have to put all my money to making it nice, making it sweet, put everything in. My dear, if you do all those things and I can't have a beautiful chair and table to sit on when I come to a restaurant to eat, or I can't have a good delivery, I tell people you are packaging food to me. How much does it cost to brand a paper, like a paper bag or something? Do something nice, rubber foils, beautiful, a sticky note. Just thank me for what I bought from you or something. You offered me a service. Later, you come and thank me. If it's emails, you send that a broadcast, thank them, then hope to see some other time. Once in a while, you do a follow up on the person will even forget that what you are selling is not very quality enough. See, if I have somebody who loves MTN here or works for MTN, please forgive me. But see the way MTN, see what MTN is doing to us nowadays. Like, if the network is not all the best, they tend to take a lot of money. But everywhere you go, MTN is everywhere. You can depend on just them. You can't complain, no. If you want to use, where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? So I mean, yeah, all of us here, I mean, we are good people. We wouldn't sell bad stuff to anybody. We wouldn't package bad stuff to anybody. But I'm trying to tell you that even the bad ones who know that what I'm doing is not even up to standards, it's it's just for money. They are even selling and packaging themselves well. So how much more you who know that, oh, what I'm doing is excellent and will benefit people. You get me?
I'm just enjoying the way you branding me. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Madam Jannice Tagoe. She's branding us today. It is just, I love this point she made. It's not about what you're doing, but it's who is being different. That
Yeah,
is your niche. That is your brand. And then I mean the
exactly.
typical example. Everywhere you go, it's there. So you can complain about the services you are receiving in your area. But the next moment, when you move from your area to another place, you are still looking for them. What is it that is causing you to still be chasing that particular
That's
brand, that
thing.
particular product?
Exactly.
Brand yourself. Right, let's go. I'm
Okay,
loving, I'm
so
loving it. I'm loving it.
I
Yeah.
have just 2 points
Right,
left. So the last part one is growing your online presence.
right.
Even the very old brands who have been there for ages and years now are all doing their best to go digital. Why? Because the masses are on there. Everybody's in there. I saw an article which read that years ago, when this whole fuss about internet started, people said, oh, it's not going to stand, it's just rubbish. And here we are today.
Before I
How
embraced it.
can we be, yeah, how can we be holding a discussion through my phone or through your monitor? You understand? And I see myself, you see me so clear, and we're even able to allow people join us. It's
Power of technology.
beautiful. Technology, the power of technology. Things are changing. So
Yeah.
if you tell me I'm not a social media person, sometimes I tell yeah, I get people who tell me that Janice, you see me, I'm not a social media person. So this social media thing, fine. It's okay for those who are, I mean, they don't want to run a business. But if you're serious about running a business or being an entrepreneur or owning a company, and you tell me you are not an online person, then I don't know what you want to do. And no, then I seriously don't know what you want to do, because at the end of the day, I receive news announcements and stuff earlier on my phone before I even see it being broadcasted on television.
Sure.
Yes, I
Sure.
get everything on there. So what are you trying to tell me? What does it take? And me, I don't like taking pictures. So me, I don't like taking pictures. I don't have time to be like you people that will go out and go and take pictures and come and post, and nobody is asking you to be a fashionista. But if you're going to own a business, if you're going to be a leader, if you're going to hit something, you should be ready to be seen. That's the tagline. Nobody should forget that. You should be ready to be seen. Get ready to be seen. Because you can't be a leader at home, you can't be a leader in your cupboard, you can't be a leader in your wardrobe. If you're going to be a leader, you're definitely going to have other humans behind, like under you, working with you, working for you. So if you're not ready to be seen, then who do you want to lead, my dear?
You want to meet yourself straight away there.
Who do you want to lead? You get
Wow.
it? So when we talk about getting your online presence right, depending on what kind of business you're running, there's Instagram now, which is a visual platform. You don't need to talk a lot on Instagram. Post a relatable picture, just something small at the caption area, because sometimes people won't read. We post, sarcasm and all of that, irony. So just post something in the caption that makes it understandable. You don't have to say a lot. Instagram is there. There's Twitter that's gonna help you with your feed, your hashtags, the type of content. So many thought leaders on there. There's Snapchat, there's TikTok, and funny enough, TikTok is selling a lot now. All you have to do is show your product or talk about what you do. Go to the comment section, and then you have ready customers and clients there. I have people who are selling on TikTok now. It's serious. Like, TikTok, I'm going to die there now. I said it's your season, enjoy it.
Right.
Yeah, make hay while sunshine. You get it.
Right.
So there's Instagram, there's TikTok, there's Snapchat, there's Twitter, there's Facebook, our first lab. There's Facebook. So what are you waiting for? Put the social platforms aside. There's websites, there is portfolio, there is blogs, articles. So you have a product. It's all about the branding. Your launch, blog. Even if you don't own one, get people who own it. If they are working with you, you have to pay them. It is part of it. Please, branding is not cheap. It's not inexpensive. It is expensive. Don't let anybody lie to you, because you have to pay for all those things. Get articles being put out, because at the end of the day, I don't want to get into the technicalities a lot, but those articles are going to help your search engine optimization.
Okay.
You get it. You get articles out. You have a portfolio explaining your work. There's social proof of work there. You have website hosting all the things you sell, all your services. Then you have the social platform where you get to introduce yourself or your work to us a lot. I don't think this is so much or difficult to do. It's just sacrifice. And if you want money, you will do this fast though. You don't have to think about the sacrificial part. It's a must. You have to do it, because if you come and see me, I have so many diaries. I'm actually sitting in my home office right now, and I have so many diaries. Now I can count more than 5 diaries, my journals. Right? If you come and see me trying to line up content for all my socials, I mean, I check my Instagram. Have I posted there? Twitter, have I posted? I don't go to TikTok because I don't know how to dance. Yes. So I don't want to be boring there. Yes.
Right.
I don't want to be boring there. Then I check, have I been to Twitter? Have I been to LinkedIn now? I check what I've put there. Okay, now my portfolio, is it up to date? The last work I did, have I updated it? It's sacrifice. You need time to do all of that. Okay, and at the end of the day, when all these things are set, you sit down and be so happy because you have done a good work. Somebody will be like, okay, Jannice, still, I'm not an online person. It will take time. It doesn't matter. Your brand is not just going to sell online. It's going to be offline as well. So we go right to the top. When I began, how do you relate with people? If it's a product, if it's a company, customer service, how are your clients and customers treated? You talk to us anyhow. You don't provide us the best. Your staff are so expensive. You just have a little time to collapse. Mark that. And this is the reputation we're talking about. If you don't build something great in here, if you don't don't impress us, but I mean, give us the best, and we are naturally going to be impressed about what you're doing. Don't fake it. You get it? I mean, don't fake it. It's about real relationships. When it comes to branding, it's about real relationship. It's not a numbers game, it's a quality game. So give us the best. We're going to keep it here. We're not going to be ungrateful. Your customers, your clients are always going to remember. So I tell people, forget aside the packaging, you've done your online stuff, you know what's best for you, you've got the good business partners, you have great funding, you're doing everything, you good network, you have customers, you have clients and all of that. But if you're not relating well with the people you're offering these values or services to, it's definitely not going to start. Give yourself a short period of time. They'll forget you just like this. And that is what branding is all about. I'll use myself as an example. Trust me. There are people in this game way long before I came. But I considered two stuff: passion and income. So I started teaching people, entrepreneurs, let me help adverts because I'm passionate about them. I know what it feels like not to have money. So now I love money. Anything I'll do to get money, I'll do it all. And by anything, something morality on point, good ways. Yeah, I'll sacrifice my time to learn anything to make money. And I'm like, okay, let me help people advertise their stuff for them, market it for them. So one way or the other, I'm helping them. I'm also making money because they get to pay me something small. It's not for free. Then I sit back and I'm like, it's not that about the advertisement too. The products they are even putting out is work. I did it to one client of mine the last time. She came to advertise some cosmetics and I said, my dear, I'll do one thing for you. The money you've paid, I'll help you brand yourself. Then when you're done, you continue. Even if you don't want to advertise or work with me anyway, continue. And I'm so glad when I always, sometimes I take a peep and go and check her page and everything I did for her is intact and she's still using it. I get so happy. So I'm like, please, you have to create a very, very good impression in the minds of people. Very. So forget it. You dress beautifully, you do this nicely, you are always, giving us knowledge, giving us points, quotes, you can write big English, all of that. But if we meet you in person or we get your product in our hands and it's not on point, back to level 0. It's dead. You just give yourself a little time and it will die out. The fact that people remember you for what you are doing, and they always have your name in the first, second, third when they're asked to mention somebody within your industry or field, and then you're part of like their first 3, or let me say their first 5. That's a good brand right there. That is a good brand right there.
You made mention of a point about the services that you get in, and I have a message here. It says, Ambassador Benjamin, I love what Jannice is saying. What I think about branding is this: I drove into a premises of an organization, and there was no person there to direct me on where to park. I found a nice place. I parked my vehicle. When I was about getting down, a security guard ran towards me and says, "Sir, you can't park here. You can't park here. You have to move the car and park at the other side. This is for manager." And he says that to me is the branding for the company. And since then, I have never had to interact with that company again.
That's it. So you forget them just like that easily. And maybe whatever service they offer to could have been the best or have been the best over time. But with what they did, how can you tell me you can't park there for manager?
Yes, that's what he said.
You could have asked. I mean, how many minutes is the person spending there or something, or speak to the person very well. Right. But that's one thing we are missing in this part of our world.
So the branding is not from what Michael said. That means branding is not only about us. We talk about the logos, the whatever, and even the product that you offering. It's about even the premises on which your service or product is being sold.
Exactly, and that's my last point: the offline presence.
Wow. Please continue it. Don't let me take your last point away from you. Hi, viewers, if you're joining us, let us know where you're joining us from because it's getting hot in here and I'm feeling the vibes that is being shared here. This is powerful nugget that is being shared here. Before we get to the last point that we're going to receive, hold on, let's take our final commercial break before we take our last point. Don't go anywhere. Hold on.
Need a spark to kickstart your innovation? Looking for thought and talks to get things moving? Wondering how to navigate a future full of change and uncertainty? With the eye-opening stories of digital disruption, extreme customer centricity, organizational innovation, and global shift, our collective of speakers, MCs, and moderators will shift your perspective. Meet our speakers. For booking and interviews, contact us on 0246 054092 or send us a mail info.accessnet@gmail.com. You can also follow us on all social media channels at AccessNet Global, African Seasoned Speakers Network, influencing the next generation of Africans.
Indeed, we are influencing the next generation of Africans, and today with us in the studio has been wonderful. We are now branding the future generation. And it has been done. And it's been done marvelously. So, Madam Jannice, before we move on to your last one, I mean, that point, during the commercial break, I was still getting messages on that point again.
Okay.
I said, wow, what was that? I can't mention the name of the organization now, but that was a clever example that Michael shared with us. Just getting to understand that branding is not only about all that beautiful things you put in together. Just your security person or your traffic controller on your premises
made you lose a client or customer.
Yes, you've lost a couple of clients because that's the message now, is a ripple effect. The message that Michael is now sending out about your organization.
Out there.
Yeah. So our last point that you were sharing before we went for our commercial break.
So I actually started the last point. That's with your offline presence, okay?
Yeah.
And that the example, I don't. Is it Michael? The Michael. Example Michael made explains it all. Okay. People think branding in business is packaging. Let's just package goods for them, raw materials, just bounce it back to them, sell. It's about money.
Yeah.
You see, there's a mixture here. Then sometimes I tell people you should be discerning, pray to God for wisdom and knowledge.
Right.
Because one, when you want to run a business, let's do some calculation here. It's about passion, what you love to do. Right? Are you following? It's about passion, what you love to do.
Right.
Now that passion, I know you're not running an NGO, so you need money. Right. So you have to turn that passion into profit.
Right.
Or turn whatever hobby it is into a hustle. Right. Okay. So now it's passion against profit. Now, you follow passion and be like, I like doing this, but I want to help people. So it's not just about the money. Let me just do it. Don't forget you are running a business. It's not passion here. It's about income.
Right.
So passion is out of the statement here. If you want to, everybody should get it now. If you want to run a business, take passion out.
Okay.
You take passion out if you want to run a business. Business is strictly a money affair.
Right.
It's strictly a money affair.
Let's get it again. If you want, if you want to run a business,
take passion out. It's out of the equation. You can never put passion first and make money. It's impossible. You get it? So you put passion first, you think of profit. It will not work. Now you think of profit. When you think of profit, passions can come into play because you still have this kind of empathy for people. No, so profit will still not come. Okay, what do I do? Now, if I want the profit, then I don't care about them. Let me just give them any fake product or goods and make my money. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Because you can just do anything. Now China, Asia is really helping Africans. So you can just import goods, bring it down here. You can even do all your branding and packaging there. Like, I mean, the tangible ones. You just do it there, bring it down, and you are selling. Now, people haven't checked how quality their product is, what you have in there, FDA approvals, all of these things. They are just selling. They are just selling. You don't care about anything. If it's knowledge you are giving to us, you yourself, you don't have any story or experience. Like the way, for instance, I'm citing examples about the ordeal I've been through with picking a name. You don't have
Right.
any story to share with us. Yours is just to go and pick from the internet and come and deliver to us. Fine. When it comes to branding, you have to be visible enough. I saw somebody type branding is equal to visibility. That is right.
Right.
You have to be very visible enough. You get it. If you're a teacher or a mentor or a coach, it has to be videos, audios, not just pictorials, because everybody can do that. If that is what we have to do, we can just pick any picture online, come and paste it there and tell you that that is our knowledge, that is what we are selling. No,
Right.
that is fake. So if you're going to follow only money, then you're not going to put the right thing out there, because you want fast money, so you don't care what they consume. And if you follow that to give yourself a short period, it's just going to go like this. You see the way crypto is going now with Bitcoin.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You're just going to go like this, and then just fall. Now,
I
now you don't
feel
know.
that girl.
I mean, I do a little bit of forex, so I'm heartbroken at the moment, but we shall overcome.
Let's all forest people gather here. Let's console each
We
other now.
shall overcome that. Like, yeah. So you just go like this. You think business is booming? It's just going. It's just going. Don't worry. Somebody is coming to explain to you what branding is all about.
Right.
I've seen certain international companies, and then when they even say the wrong thing or when their staff offend you, they apologize on their behalf.
Right. Right.
And it's evident all around here. I've been to restaurants here which are owned by, I mean, foreigners, and you have the managers, or let me say, like, yeah, in a restaurant, a manager, the head chef or something. They are there. Sometimes they stand around. When the waiter or the waitress is not in, they come and serve themselves. That is service. You get it. And then you'd have, not to say some Ghanaians are good, but you have a local body and the manager is even sleeping somewhere, thinking of the staff. The staff too is thinking about his or her salary and the pay. You have not briefed them on what service about, what branding is about, what management is. You haven't taught them all of these things. If you are running a company, you have staff, you need to be bringing tutors in to teach your staff communication, how to talk to people, how to talk to clients and customers in order not to lose them. It is part of the branding. Once in a while, once in 3 months, quarter, half a year, you invite a professional in, get your staff seated, talk to them. You get it. If you look at companies that are running well to date, they do a bit of all these things. Like 1% sums up to the 100 of a perfect brand we see out there. You get it. What is this that you want to say?
Do I have to even say anything now? Because you've actually bottled it all up
Yeah.
about branding. I mean, it's so perfectly done. Just as you just gave us the owner of the restaurant disguised as a waiter or a
Yeah.
waitress
Yeah.
attending to his own clients.
Yeah. That's humility right there.
That's business.
Exactly. And
They've
we
converted
will
that part.
sit back and be like, yeah, it's not about passion. He doesn't want to lose you, the customer client sitting down. He wants you to go back, think that, oh, this restaurant is a great one. I'll definitely and always come back here. He has won your reputation built, results, good one button. You rate them high, 5 star. You come back with your family again. So he doesn't care what you are doing, but he'll be there to provide. And that is business. That is business to international, I mean, foreign bodies. That is business to them. So what we would think about, oh, he's doing too much. What is he doing? I don't even know why he's here. His allowance. It's business, so it's his business.
It is.
It's business. Yeah. So
Wow, so ladies and gentlemen, yes, this is the moment I've been waiting for. I have been waiting for the hashtag for today. And I was just enjoying. I've been enjoying and enjoying the presentation. It has been
I'm
wonderful.
glad.
So I was just waiting to see how the hashtag was going to do, and it came through. So the hashtag for today is
Okay.
get ready to be seen. Get
Oh,
ready
I'm
to be
glad
seen.
you love that.
That is our hashtag for today. Get ready to be seen. And that is it all. Be ready to be seen. So,
Yeah.
we want to take our final words from Jannice.
Okay. So, I think the last thing I want to tell people is whatever you want to do is not so far from you. Start doing it now. Start doing it now because there's no time to waste it. As I said, there's nothing new under the sun. People are doing whatever you're thinking about. You are sitting down doing research. Somebody is halfway through your business plan. So whatever you want to do it now. And if you're doing it, do it well. And if you're doing, if we say do it well, get your branding right. Get your branding right. If you want to start your business, you don't have a symbol you want to attach it, you don't have a logo, please follow Google, follow the rest. Just get beautiful fonts, letters. We have different types of logos. It doesn't have to be one complicated or sophisticated symbol. I like what I'm seeing behind you. It's just a microphone and then the text are in there. That's it.
You are speaking.
We are speaking. And we don't have to stress. No, but see, people are different. This speaking, somebody would have drawn the head of a human being, put sounds or something. Somebody will be holding microphone. We are different, though. We are different. People definitely need shaping.
This
People
one is not
definitely need
balanced.
shaping. Yeah. You see, and then
Right,
you should know that in doing things right or getting all these things right, there's beauty in simplicity.
right.
There is beauty in simplicity. Just a few touch. I got a package from someone some time ago. It wasn't the best, but I loved the idea that she had a sticky note and said, "Thanks for patronizing me. The next time you get to buy, you have a 10% discount." I'm like, I'm coming to buy. I want the discount. I'll come and buy again.
Right,
So please,
right,
if you want to do something, do it now. Do it right. Get your branding on point. Be simple. Just think of credibility, authenticity, difference, uniqueness. Just let those words ring a bell. When they do, you're going to have that different touch you want to add to your businesses. And yeah, I'm always available. Not for free. If you do that, the business cannot stand. But I mean, just for something small. I'm ready to teach you. I'm ready to help you scale that because at the end of the day, all the things I mentioned, you need a guide or a strategy to achieving it. Yeah. So they are subs. Like we have 1A, 1AI, or like 1AI alpha. They are few subs. You
right.
get it. So I'm always available. Do well to reach out and I will help you.
Do her
Thank
to
you.
reach out. She's always available. What can you
Thank you.
share? Can you share your handles with us so that we can
Yeah,
also
yeah,
catch you
yeah.
up
So a
straight away
perfect
on that?
example.
Yeah,
A perfect example. I'm
right.
Jannice Tagoe everywhere. Jannice Tagoe everywhere. I'm not Janice one on Instagram, Janice two on Facebook. No, 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 no. It's part of the branding. Have a unique name. I'm Jannice Tagoe everywhere. I think I have the same picture cutting across my profiles as it stands. Like here, and my email is just my name. JanniceTagoe@gmail.com or TagoeJanice@gmail.com. So reach out anytime, and I'll be glad
So
to.
no wonder she was using that example that you can find that product everywhere you go. She is Jannice Tagoe everywhere you go. That's
Yeah.
for you, wherever you go. That is her,
Yes.
Jannice Tagoe, wherever you go. Right? Is there any program you about running? Is there anything that any upcoming program that you having, or any talk shows you're going to be on that you want us to also know? Or once we follow you, we're going to know them all.
I'm very, very secretive about things like this, but I mean, they should follow me and watch out. I'm going to be having a show very soon for entrepreneurs on YouTube. Yeah, and I'm going to start a session on personal branding or self-image development as well. So if you want to get into it and know more about it and have discounts, because I have huge discounts for my tribe, just follow me and then turn on all my post notifications.
Right, we are turning on all your notifications because we want to also enjoy that discount as well. That is our
Right.
business, and that is our
Right.
passion tend to business for us.
Right.
Thank you so much. It has been wonderful having
You're
Jannice
welcome.
Tagoe here, and she has blown our mind with this wisdom nuggets on branding as a company. There is no time to waste. There is no time to be thinking about designing the best logo. Simplicity is the best. Kick it running. Let's have the branding running through from the CEO to the janitor. Let's have the branding running through your appearance and your delivery of your service and product. It is not only assigned to the logo and your appearance or your apparel. Just as we always say, if you want to sponsor this program, we are just rolling it down there, pick it up, and then get in touch so that we can reach billions of eyeballs all over the world so that we can continue to influence our next generation with these beautiful ideas. As I always say, remember, the dreams are in levels, and you
Wow.
should get to the top level of your dream. My name is Ambassador Benjamin Osuansa, and it was wonderful having you here today for the Power Impact Series. So, from the African Citizen Speakers Network, who brought you this program, we want to say a very big thank you to you all, and thank you for joining us. Make dates with us same time next week, where we're going to bring to you another surprise that that person is also going to share with us this wonderful wisdom nugget. So, from our side, we say a very good evening and have a wonderful week. Goodbye. See you next week.